As a woman, please, if you are not empowered, empower yourself.
Life happens and people move on quickly, more quickly than we think. These two women, Prophetess Naomi and Queen Zainab Wuraola, are the ex-wives of Ooni of Ife. Ooni of Ife is one of the powerful monarchs in Yoruba Kingdom. They never knew that their marriage will end the way it ended and at the time it ended. But they are out there impacting the world, doing good things for the less privileged, the vulnerable. I know people have been asking where they are, what they're up to in their daily lives. Yeah, they're very much around and impacting lives. Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, Ojaja too, been married twice on different occasions, but unfortunately the women have gone their separate ways. And if you understand African tradition very well, you will understand that patriarchy is a thing when it comes to the traditions. These two women, they've dedicated their life in fight against domestic violence and abuse against women. Prophetess Naomi Sile Kunola has moved on with her ministry and her house interdenominational ministry at Akure. And Queen Zainab Wuraola has got another thing she's doing with her life. She's campaigning against domestic abuse. Prophetess Naomi Sile Kunola, who is the founder of Enhera's ministry in Akure, she got married to Ooni of Ife in 2018 and she became the Olori of Ife. But eventually, when she announced her separation, he said that people should call her Queen of the People, that she would face her ministry full-time. She quit her marriage with Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi in December 2021, following a long post on her Instagram handle. The marriage was blessed with a son called Tadenikawo. Aside her ministry, she has a foundation known as Wings, women in need of guidance and support that takes care of the poor in society, also fights against domestic abuse. Recently, she had an interview with Pastor Funke Felix Adejumo, senior pastor, Agape Christian Ministry. She was advising women against staying in an abusive relationship. It's better for one to leave when the situation gets bad than staying there. This is a message as regards walking out of your relationship when it's no longer working. It has been a constant for some time now. When the Nigerian gospel singer Osinachi lost her life, while she was giving condolences, she also said the same thing in her condolence message. And she said that it's better for women to stay when they're tired, and if they're not able to manage the relationship, that they're free to leave, and most especially not minding what the world will say. And if you're hoping that the man will love and respect you, stop mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing you, that when the person dies, that's where the hope ends. So it's better for the person to leave when she knows that she will not be able to manage the situation than to lose her life. I know we always advise people when you're in a relationship and it's very toxic for you to your mental health, that the person should walk away. But in our society, Nigerian society today, there are lots of discrimination and stigmatization. At the end of the day, most women that are being treated badly in their marriages, that are in toxic relationship, in a toxic marriage, they find it difficult to walk away simply because the society makes life very difficult for them, just like single mothers. If you're a single mother, people will be criticizing, stigmatizing, when in some cases it's not the fault of theirs, simply because it is not their own fault. And some of these women in this toxic marriage, when they check what their family members will say to them, they decide to stay there, which is even more dangerous. She also talked about women empowerment, empowering a girl child, and she advised women, even if you don't have anybody who will empower you, find a way to empower yourself.
If you are constantly being put down by a man or a woman, whichever way, probably he's eating you or she's eating you, or talking down at you, or taking over your finance, or doing all sorts of things to put you down, when you are coming out, you are going to be acting in such a manner that people will know something is wrong with you. In your workplace, you will not deliver the way you should. You won't be a good part of our society. So nobody deserves it. Our God is a good and is a gracious God. If religion makes you feel like you need to do it, well, Jesus Christ is beyond religion. The Holy Spirit cuts across. God speaks to everybody. So don't you think that standing up for yourself and saying no to abuse is going to make God run away from you? No, I sincerely and seriously stand against it. Nigeria itself is going through abuse. There are certain things that should not be happening. Then if you are experiencing abuse, I don't see reasons why you should die being abused. You carry a destiny first. Before you got into the relationship, And when it gets to the peak of it, you will know when you are being abused. You are going to know. You will be losing yourself. You will know this is not you anymore. Your light will be going dim gradually. People around you will notice. You will know by yourself that, okay, sometimes you try to talk to your partner and work things out. But if it's not working, my dear brother and sister, let me explain to you in this way. If it gets too much, it ends in murder, because you will deal with it in a very angry and bitter way. Before you become bitter, walk away, and the Lord will walk with you. Before it gets to the point that anger will surge from within, sometimes your abuser might be your helper. It's still not an excuse.
It is really interesting, but this last point, this is where self-worth comes in, because some people misplace money as love. They mix the two things. Oh, he beats me, but he gives me money. Okay, because of that, he has a pass. Oh, he talks down on me, but he gives me money. I give him a pass. Most often, you cannot equate money to love. Money is different, and when somebody does not respect you, definitely the person doesn't love you. So the second ex-wife of Ooni of Ife, Queen Zainab Worola, she has something going on for her as well, and she's also championing this fight against domestic abuse. Oba Adeyeye Nitanogun was in 2016 got married to Zainab in a big ceremony in Edo State. They were divorced in 2017. That same year, she was awarded humanitarian award by United Nations through this foundation, Keshi Project. She has been into humanitarian even when she was with Ooni of Ife. She had a couple of projects that she was working on. Eventually, in 2017, she got an award, a humanitarian award from the UN through Keshi Project. When she left the palace, there were lots of rumors about infidelity, about not being able to have a child, but she eventually dismissed all those rumors. She debunked them by the post she made on Facebook, though she did not talk about the reason why she left the palace, but she put up a post that is talking about people enduring abuse in marriage because they want to stay. At this moment, she also works with women to fight against domestic abuse. She founded the Queen of Ife Foundation and Project Siwaju to support women and children in distress. So from the look of things, she's also into fight against domestic violence.
Today I humbly accept this award for every young girl that is looking out for a way out of poverty with no hope inside. I accept this award for the women who have had it beautified. I accept this award for women home and abroad who refuse to be tamed and live their life as unapologetically and get up after every stumble, because you will fall, you will be ridiculed, but that's not the end. You'll be shamed for choosing the road that is less traveled, for choosing the path of liberation, for choosing to rise above, for choosing to walk away from abuse of any kind. It is not an easy path.
Domestic abuse is actually getting on the increase in Nigeria. However, majority of the women prefer to stay in their marriage till death do them part, while some men don't really bother about that. If you're a good spouse and your partner is not a good one, probably that slogan or that adage might not work for you. You need to find a balance for what works for you. So people need to be very careful while choosing their partner and when they're in marriage. Recently, the Nigerian gospel singer Osinachi Nwachukwu lost her life due to the alleged domestic abuse meted to her while alive by her husband. And a lot of people were blaming her. Why did she stay back? Why didn't she leave? She stayed because of what people will say and because of what she represents. And those kind of things are still happening in our society today, in Nigerian society today, in Africa today, simply because some people have made it their point of duty to stigmatize women that are single mothers, that have left their marriage, that decided to choose their sanity over staying in chaotic marriage. Some people stigmatize them, and before you know it, and some women who are experiencing the same thing in their marriage, some of them do not have that boldness to come out because they don't want to face their family members, they don't want to face their community, they don't want to face the society at large simply because of stigmatization and discrimination. So I believe that if you actually want to encourage women to live toxic relationship, then society will be able to accept them when they walk away from their toxic marriage and show them empathy. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it, and subscribe to this channel if you've not done already. And I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Bye and remain blessed.